Here's a question. How does a game played with tradable cardboard rectangles become this? Magic the Gathering's most recent set, War of the Spark, arrived with a full-on cinematic reveal trailer on the heels of Avengers Endgame and Game of Thrones Season 8. Yet despite Magic being a vastly less accessible medium than movies or television, players have seen everything that leads up to this moment, where a glowing purple woman attacks a dragon god with an army of skeletons. Yeah, this series makes sense, but how does a card game that's over 2 decades old communicate to its players who these characters are and how they function? Because all these crazy characters and events are portrayed through the best mechanic in Magic, its mana system and the colorful characters that it creates.
He said it! He said it!
Let's talk about sorting systems in fiction. We all love putting our favorite characters, and ourselves, into our favorite fictional sorting systems. Hogwarts houses, factions, alignment charts, they're a great way of quickly summarizing a character's key traits and personality. What sets Magic's mana system apart is that it's both a game mechanic and a character description. Each of the 5 mana colors have a different personality and playstyle. Red is about passion and action. Black's goal is power through sacrifice. Blue focuses on planning and patience. White's main goal is strength through cooperation, and green lets nature grow wild and untamed. So just like seeing a Ravenclaw and knowing that they're clever, or an Earthbender and knowing that they're stubborn, taking a look at a Magic character's mana cost gives you an idea of who they are and what they stand for. Consider a red mana Goblin card that hits fast and does damage, versus a blue mana Wizard card that magically banishes an opponent from the battlefield. Both of them are supported by their color identity, and their mechanics support the color in return. But what makes Magic's sorting system better than any other is that you can have one card be any combination of colors. Think about that. You can't be both a Gryffindor and a Slytherin. You can't be a Green Lantern and a Blue Lantern. But you can have both red and blue mana. You could have black, white, and green mana. You could have all 5 colors or even no color at all. Altogether, there are 27 different combinations of mana colors in Magic. That's more than the Myers-Briggs test. Can you guess what my favorite color to play? Yeah, you nailed it. It's red. What are you gonna do about it? My eyes are down here. For an example of how mixing the colors can lead to wildly different variations, let's use 2 different combinations with red. Let's go with white and blue. The Boros Legion are an army of white-red soldiers, fighting for justice and led into battle by angels. Their righteous fury is a perfect example of the order of white mana mixing with the passion of red. While the Izzet League are what you get when you mix the action-oriented red with the patient and thoughtful blue, a guild of mad tinkerers and inventors that are capable of building incredible, if unstable, devices. By the way, the Mythbusters would absolutely be Izzet.
When in doubt, C4.
So if the meaning behind a color never changes, what happens when a character changes color? While many of Magic's recurring characters have kept the same color identity throughout their history, there are plenty who have swapped their color identities around as their storylines have progressed. One of my favorite Planeswalkers, Ajani Goldmane, has been 3 different combos over the years. Ajani's a great big lion man who believes in working together, supporting your friends, and opposing tyrants. He's always a white mana creature because that color represents his core values. However, he occasionally gains other colors. When he needs to be a mentor and raise up others, he gains green mana, taking on that color's propensity for growth, expansion, and flourishing. Sometimes he gets really pissed off and gains red mana. His core never changes, but his emotional state does, and this is reflected in the game mechanics. Then there are some characters who have no color at all. Karn is a big silver golem. He's a robot that costs colorless mana, just like some other artifacts and mechanical creatures. Then there are the Eldrazi, these unknowable, otherworldly monsters inspired by H.P. Lovecraft's Great Old Ones. These monsters from outside reality are also colorless, showing how they don't really abide by the standard rules of this universe. So, even a lack of color can be descriptive. All things considered, MTG has been able to turn its core game mechanic into its most identifiable feature, What began as a way to focus playstyles has become a powerful tool for audiences to grasp who and what a character is at a glance, and that's no small feat. It's led to a fandom that builds elaborate decks, creates stunning cosplay, and devours the lore, because more than just the game, the players care about the heroes within it. So next time you're trying to decide what astrological sign your favorite characters from a book or movie might be, also consider what colors of mana they might have. You'd be amazed how well you can sum up complex character traits with just 5 categories. So it makes the system magical. Boom! Alright, ending it on a pun. You can't stop me. I'll see you at draft night.